I left from Cortina d'Ampezzo. I'm in Canazei now. Beautiful views in here as well. My first contact with Canazei was a couple of years back, many years back. It was an interesting one. I was always curious about it at the time, and I remain curious. I came a couple of times since then, never to enjoy it properly. Hopefully one day I will do it. I was supposed to stay and edit in Cortina d'Ampezzo. Tomorrow we will close the passes here, the roads, for an event. I felt the need for a change. I have time to edit. I will edit eventually. I crossed the passes with the DusterHouse. Here it is, with the mess there in front. I was cooking here behind. I have this cloud, and it doesn't help me to make the point properly, but don't worry, in a moment you'll see what I'm speaking about. Between now and then, let me talk to you about the passes. I don't remember their names. Let me say it now. One of them, Falzarego. Then the other pass was Pordoi, Passo Sella, and from there descended to Canazei. I did in the pass from Canazei, Passo Giau. When you see on internet everyone, they say, oh, they are amazing, Passo Sella, for example. I will tell you my impression about them, and then you form yours. The curiosity was not necessarily the passes, but the drive with the DusterHouse. This is the main attribute I take into consideration, the driving up and down the passes. I'm enthusiastic about the ups because the downs are interesting, because if they are difficult downs, then they force you to brake with your engine and be very careful on how you do it, but it's not that much enthusiasm into descending. But when you go up, that one is the real thing during the drive, right? With the DusterHouse, it helps me to improve my driving skills, and from there encounter new situations as today, which to me were new, because where I was before at high altitude, crossing passes, driving, either it was different season or different countries, and I didn't had what I had today. From all these passes, I will say from Canazei, from here, taking the route towards Cortina d'Ampezzo is the best you can do. Look, now we have it. You see, I parked the DusterHouse into the shadow, because what I miss is that something to help me have shadow when I'm cooking and when I'm resting. Ideally, staying and thinking, the shadow or the shade, whatever I will build, is in the back. I need a bit more in the back, not on the sides, because finding spots where you could go on the sides is more difficult than parking the car a bit forward in any park place and then putting something in the back to make it good enough to hide from the sun and do whatever you want there. So I think the solution I have to build is not on the side. If I want to stay covered as well when I have that shade and not be too visible and deploy it quick, do the thing and then pack it fast, in the back is best. I will think about something to build in the back. I need from here to go a bit out and then to have it standing. I will think about, we'll see. I will have to think about something to put there. This is what I need. Now I don't think I'm allowed here. It says private property, and then it says don't park. But it's a ski school. At this time of the year, nothing happens. It's middle of the summer. Nobody comes here. I drove here, parked it half into the shadow, and this allowed me to cook and eat. I was saying, social media socially engineers you every time, and you get into that rush, that fever of I should do the passes because everyone does them and they speak so highly about them, and when you see a picture on the internet and you think that one is the whole experience, or you just allow the whole hype to drag you into the thing. Well, I did them, these passes here. I have two I might have done and I don't remember, or I wasn't educated enough at the time to know that I've done them, as Passo Giau. When I first time did it, I had no clue that was Passo Giau, that I'm crossing through it, and it is a big landmark of Italy. I had no clue, I've just crossed through it. You get caught by the hype and you go do it. And there is nothing wrong about it. It is actually a beautiful drive. From Canazei to Cortina d'Ampezzo, Passo Giau, ascent and then descent is beautiful. No question asked, the drive itself. Then from Cortina d'Ampezzo to Passo Sella, the whole drive and all the passes. Pordoi is one of the passes. When you go from Cortina d'Ampezzo, so practically from Canazei you can do a circuit. You don't do all of them, but you can do a circuit. You go from here through Giau to Cortina d'Ampezzo, from Cortina d'Ampezzo through the three passes, Falzarego, Pordoi and Sella. You go down and then you return. What you lose or what you miss is this part here. You will descend this part, but this part going to Sella is beautiful to ascend actually. So yes, this will be beautiful to ascend as well. You don't get to do it if you do it the way I'm telling you. Go to Cortina and Passo Giau, and then Falzarego, Pordoi, Sella, and then you come back to Canazei. And now you have a route. This is the best way of doing it. Pordoi, between Falzarego and Pordoi, I liked it the most. Then between Pordoi and Sella, interesting the drive up, but not who knows what. And again, I'm saying it back again. This drive up here, this is beautiful. It has a couple of turns that will challenge you. Very interesting. On the drive up to Sella, some turns, beautiful as well. So let's not undermine the drive itself. It is good. The passes, which one is best? Giau, definitely, in my opinion. Giau is the best view, best pass, best panorama, best everything, in my opinion. I might be biased. I have no reason to be biased, but this is how I see it. Giau number one. Pordoi has a beautiful view as well behind after you drive up. Sella is beautiful. Yes, Sella, the three peaks there are beautiful. Definitely beautiful. Giau. My choice is Giau. Definitely. One thing to note is the cyclists and the bikers. The bikers, some of them nasty. They were overtaking me in the middle of a turn, and then now on the outside is okay. On the inside, when they overtake you on the inside, I have a tendency to go on the inside more if I don't have anything in front of me as well. And it really depends on the turn, how tight it is, and so forth. It is many things. The idea is some of them are nasty. They just don't wait not even a second. Then the cyclists, they are nasty as well, because it is okay to be slow, it is okay to do your sport, but to be three in a row, one next to each other, to block the whole lane, not nice. It is nasty, because you should give way for cars as well to overtake you. I had to stop multiple times completely and then start again because of their behavior. They don't care. It's an interesting experience because you have to deal with this. It was a weekend day. Not often happens for me to drive at this hour, at this time of a week, this time over a year, to have so many. It was full of them. The whole way up, way down, full of them, cyclists and bikers. And this improved my experience because I got to do something new, to experience something new, to exercise different driving skills. I had some drivers I had to overtake because one of them was literally stopping, braking. Each time, sure, he had to overtake cyclists, which that was impossible to stay behind. But Duster does very well. I drove in the third and fourth gear the majority of the times, which is good. I'm happy. Look how low it is here behind. This is how heavy it is. It is way higher by this, I will say, higher when it has nothing on board. But now I'm full of stuff. And it behaved well. I would say I have around 300 kilograms or even more. It is a lot of weight on it. It did very well. I see many voices speaking bad about the Duster, but as a car it is good. It was cheap, so it does a very good job. This was the passes. Beautiful experience. Now I want to go and drive through the passes of Switzerland and that part of Italy. I'm curious about them as well. The most intense pass I ever crossed was a descent between Switzerland and Italy. I descended and it was so long and so inclined, the descent, that I had to brake a lot. And when you brake, the discs, they get very hot and your brakes might fail. Because of that, you have to use the engine to brake as much possible. I was doing that, but still the car was rushing fast down because of the incline. That one was interesting to see how you lose control. By losing control, I mean it wasn't what I wanted. I wanted it slower. The DusterHouse has a very efficient engine braking, very efficient, which is good, improves the experience of Alpine driving by a lot. It is such a difference compared to all other cars that I drove. But then after the descent, after I crossed into Italy, the road was so narrow. Oh, and everyone was coming so fast. I was also tired. And it was my first time driving it on a long trip. I was still getting myself used to it. And everyone was coming so fast from in front of me. And the road barely allowed two cars next to each other. That one was, I want to repeat that. That one was very good driving, very good driving. Overall, great drive. I highly recommend it. If you are a beginner driver, you want to improve your driving skills, you should definitely come here, as I'm doing. I'm not a beginner driver, but still I enjoy perfecting my skills.